What's up, guys? 7-Star Mike here, and today I want to show you an example of a trade you can make in a small account and a trade that I missed a huge opportunity for. Let's get into it. There's a few things we can see here. This is Splunk, SPLK, and if you look over here, we have a support line on 827 and then at the end of September of last year. Now, I actually drew this support line over here because it became resistance. This is how far back I was watching this trade, right? There's support here, and it became resistance, and that's where I drew my line. And that's over here at 114.25. It was support that turned into resistance. So I wanted to see what was going on here. I obviously lost sight of this one and did not set an alert. Look at the trade we missed from 114 up to 143. That would have been a monster trade. But here's what I'm talking about for small accounts. Let's assume we set the alert here. My big mistake was that I did not set an alert at this line here. We broke through it here, climbed back again. Here's what I want to point out. This is 822. Look where it drops all the way down to. Our line is 114.25. The low here is 114.23. So within 2 pennies on this drop, it tagged that line. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and put a line right there. That's what we want to look at. On this chart, it's going to block the candle, but that's the line we want to look at, and it'll come into play on the next chart. So we have our line drawn from way back here in December. If we set an alert for it, it would have triggered over here. But if we kept that alert alive, at this point here, when it tags that and bounces up, look what we missed. This is that line I drew on the previous chart. That's the low of 114.23. If we bought a 114 call option right at here, it would be a pretty low risk entry because if it breaks below that line, we're going to know right away that the trade isn't going to bounce from here, and we can get out of that trade with minimal damage. However, if we decided to get into that trade, let's take a look at what would have happened. $2.30 is where that entry would have been. So for a small account, a single contract is $230 plus your commissions. Now, the high of day is way over here at $4.04, HOD 404. That is a 174 gain or 75% in the same day. Now, we don't know where the HOD is. So, with a 75% max gain, is it possible you could have got 50%? Is it possible you could have got 30%? Is it possible you could have got 20%? Let's take a look at something here. Let's say you saw this climbing and then it dropped. And let's say you panic sold right here at the first time it dropped after a significant run. That's 276 right here. Now keep in mind your entry is 230, and over here it's 276 if you watched it climb, and then dropped. And the first drop, you panic sold and said, oh no, I got to get out of this. 276 from 230. That is a 20% gain in a single day. For a small account, that's a great trade. Let's assume you held over. The next day, 546, high of day. That's a $3.16 gain, 137%. Now, again, we don't know where the high of day is going to be. So, of course, we can look at a chart and say that's where the optimal sell would be. When we're in that trade, we have no idea. But again, 130%. Can you sell that for 100%, for 80%, for 60%? So when I show max gains, it's unlikely that we're going to tag that high of day. But with the 75% and 130% max gain, is it possible you can grab even half of that? So here, 75% gain. If we grab 30%, that's a great trade. 137%. If it's going all the way up there, if we sell at 50% gain, that is a great trade. So again, $2.30 entry. If we sold it up here, HOD, that is a 75% gain or $174. For a small account, single contract, $230 generates a $174 gain. Even if we close it down here, we're still making money, 20% gain. If you panic sold on that first drop, that's a 20% gain in one day. For a small account, that is awesome. So if you have any questions, email Mike, 7startraders.com. Follow me on Twitter, 7starmike. Leave a comment below. Guys, small accounts, this is what we need to take advantage of. A $230 contract making 30, 40, 50, 60, $100 gain. Lock those gains in on those small accounts, grow those small accounts. Happy trading.